Hi there guys, it's Sierra from ReadingArsenal. This video is going to be a little weirdly formatted because I am doing a reaction video reacting to my old videos. I have an Android phone, so it's complicated for me to try and film using my regular camera, and something with the audio is mixing up because the phone only records external audio and not internal audio, so it's just like probably is gonna be very cringeworthy for me, to say the least. I've been doing this for about 2 years now, so it's very interesting, to say the least, how much I've grown in front of the camera and how much I try and edit better and stuff like that. This video is to celebrate my 2-year anniversary, which was on May 10th. I'm only filming this now because, like, I just kind of got the idea of reacting to my old videos and stuff like that. Let's get started with some of the videos. So here is my first ever video. I made a channel trailer to introduce what I was going to do on BookTube. Because when I was starting BookTube, I had no idea there were so many people on the platform. I thought, like, hey, it'll be fun to talk about books. I don't know if people will talk about books on the internet, because I've never seen anything. And then as soon as I started, like, looking into it and stuff, it was like, whoa, there's quite a few people that actually do this, and let's watch this video.
Hello Internet, my name is Sierra, and this is Reading Arsenal, or RA for short. As you may have already noticed, I'm a pretty avid reader and a hardcore book lover. I also have an LHE diploma, which I'll explain more about in a future video. This channel is going to be devoted to people who love books as much as I do. This is also going to be devoted to people who...
Okay. Like, apparently I'm the best book person because, as you can see, not in reality, as you can see, I have so many books. Therefore, I read all those books.
Want to read, but don't know what to pick up. In some videos, I'll be reviewing books, or talking about books and reading in general, making book lists, or showing off books or book-related hauls. In some videos, I'll be talking about current issues relating to libraries, books, literacy, and basically anything else I might find interesting. I'll also be talking about pop culture, trends, and social issues. If this seems like something you might want to see, hi, my name is Sierra, and this is Reading Arsenal.
That's so fake.
This video is going to be showing you the anatomy of a book, or the physical parts of a book. Don't worry, no books were harmed in the making of this video. So let's get started. Now, if we go along the flat edge, that's the foredge. And the last edge is our tail or bottom edge. Now, if we take a look to what's known as our spine, it is actually a spine cover. So as you can see, it covers of the spine, which is on the inside. So, little tidbit.
Little tidbit. I like the music that I use.
You can see the hinge, which is the opposite side of the joint.
Use more music.
Now that we have our book open,
this video has been searched quite a bit for the review portion, and it's like, I haven't really done any reviews that often, which hopefully it's not for a reason that we can see in this thing. Let's try and see if I still agree or if like the video is actually good.
Today I'm going to be reviewing and giving my thoughts on When Everything Feels Like the Movies by Raziel Reed. Everything Feels Like the Movies is a young adult LGBT.
That was such an awkward edit. Like, I just like stare at the camera and I have this dead look on my face. Oh my god. Whenever I film these videos, I film them in like my bedroom at my parents' place, and like I had a window, so I guess I was just like, because that was my only like really source of natural light, so I'd open the window and I would stare at my camera, and then the light would shine in, but like I honestly look like I am so bored in this video, like so boring.
Fiction novel. Novel's summary is best explained by the blurb on the back of the book. School is just like a film set. There's the crew that makes things happen, the extras who fill in the empty desks, and the movie stars, whom everyone wants tagged in their Facebook photos. But Jude doesn't fit in. He's not part of the crew, because he isn't about to do anything unless it's court-appointed. He's not an extra because nothing about him is anonymous, and he's not a movie star because even though everyone knows his name like an A-lister, he's invited to the cool parties. As the director calls action, Jude is the flamer that sets the lights on fire. Before everything turns to ashes from the resulting inferno, Jude drags his best friend Angela off the casting couch and into enough melodrama to incite the paparazzi, all while trying to fend off the haters and win the heart of his favorite co-star, Luke Morris. It's a total train wreck, but train wrecks always make the front page. I'm giving this book 2 stars out of 5. That's my explanation for that. Not gonna—
Oh my god. Okay, let's go back a little bit. That's a perfect thing. Let's go back a little bit. So I like how I outright say, like, I'm giving this book 2 stars. It's so funny. Like, okay. Let's just watch that again. Instant replay.
All while trying to fend off the haters and win the heart of his favorite co-star, Luke Morris. It's a total train wreck, but train wrecks always make the front page. I'm giving this book 2 stars out of 5. That's my explanation for that. Not give it a lower rating due to its vulgar and overly sexual content. That language did catch me off guard at some points, but that is not the reason that I gave this book such a low rating. This book is definitely not for everyone, as it contains homophobic bullying and slurs. It also contains sexual content and language. The reason why I'm giving this book such a low rating is because of the way it was written. The way certain things were described or were—
What? Okay, so, you said, past Sierra said she didn't like it because of the sexual content and language. Okay, she didn't like it because of the way it was written, but that also could mean you didn't like it because you just, I don't know. You're very confusing, Pastor.
Bird 2 was definitely not my taste. Jude, the main character, young man with big dreams, he blurs fiction, movie stars, paparazzi, etc. with reality in an almost confusing way. I have to admit it was an interesting way to convey the character's thoughts, yet I found it annoying at times, the way Jude spoke. as if he kind of stuck in this imaginary land. Jude sort of described his day-to-day life as if it was a movie set or a red carpet or a runway, and I found that to be an interesting way to convey his character. However, I found it to be a little off-putting at points. Also, at points, I found it difficult to find the reality of the story. Jude, also as the narrator, tended to jump back and forth between past and present, and I feel that at certain points he would talk about the past and he wouldn't let us know when we were sort of transitioning to the present, and so I wasn't sure how to follow what was going on. I really wanted to like this book, I really did. I wanted to be the person that was like, hey, I liked a controversial novel and I read a controversial novel and all that good stuff. But I definitely understood why it was controversial, but it just wasn't right for me, I guess. The truth is, the cover is kind of awful. I find it really awful. I'm not sure exactly who did the cover, but I don't like it at all. I also thought the story was kind of, there was no real story, really. There was like an overarching sort of plot to it. The book did had me flipping the pages, and it had me invested in the characters, and it had that to it, but what it didn't have was a coherent together storyline, I think. It had sort of things that were happening in the book, and it didn't really build up to anything. What I also liked about the book was that I liked the characters. I'm just gonna say it. The ending was really stupid.
Yeah. I also still agree that the ending was just not good for that book.
I found it stereotypical and very harsh to what was going on in the story. Very out of place and just put in there to hype up the drama, which it did, but it wasn't really smart or there for shock value, I thought. I didn't feel good after reading this book. It was good in some senses and it was bad in some senses. I just think that if you are interested in this book, you should read it for yourself. Make sure it doesn't contain content that you are triggered by. For me, it just wasn't a book that I would read again. I might read it again someday, but just not now. It does speak a harsh reality for some people in the LGBTQ community, but not all stories have sad or bad endings. It was sad that this one did have a sad ending, and that it could have been better, but it just wasn't, and it really frustrates me that I wanted to like it, and I wanted to really enjoy this, but I didn't really enjoy it. I thought it was okay, ultimately. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it gave you some insight on this book, but just take my opinion with a grain of salt and be informed about what you're reading and be safe about what you're reading. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and hit like, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
Honestly. Oh my god. Okay. I wouldn't subscribe to that after watching. Whoopsie. And